Welcome back to day 35. As luck would have it, this is technically day 36, and I am late getting this to you because of terrible storms here. It was supposed to upload automatically. It didn't, which is a good thing because I actually changed my mind about what I was going to share. So here we are with a new day 35 because of a client conversation that I had. So you know what? It was not destined for me to do yesterday's topic yesterday. So I did it today. Anyway, with that caveat, let's jump right into it, shall we? Day 35 is the patience to learn new things. And yeah, this is a big deal. I think that we as people, and typically I see it in my children right now, have very little patience to learn new things. So I'm wondering, have you made New Year's resolutions? Are you making them still? I don't make them anymore. Nope. I stopped doing that because, well, I gave up on all of it. I was always made them too big and not specific enough. So guess what? They never, ever happened. Then I became an entrepreneur and I had to get really specific all the time. We like to say in entrepreneur world, niche down, right? And I'm still niching down. But in that process of becoming this entrepreneurial person and learning how to niche down, I started nailing those goals and then being able to move on to the next one and then the next one. And yesterday, or a couple of days ago, I talked about the cumulative effect of just doing. And inevitably, your output starts to exceed your input and you make big changes and you actually make huge progress. So I'm now going to talk about it in the lens of health. And it was through a conversation about health with a prospect that got me on this topic, and I might be a little ranty because I get really passionate about this. So getting specific about health, if that sounds specific, if that sounds a little like out of left field, because we don't ever hear people usually in normal talking about get specific about your health. Well, that's part of the problem, and I beg to differ about how to actually get health outcomes that you want. You have to get specific. So, as I said, specificity to me is the key, and it's the key to everything else. And you know what? From a certified functional nutrition counselor perspective, it's all about the I can't speak today. The specificity about what's not right. Really being able to outline, what's not feeling good. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to liken it to when you get a cold or a flu. There's no accident there. A cold or flu comes to us because we're usually run down, not enough sleep. Maybe we're too stressed out. Maybe we ate a whole bunch of sugar 3 days before we were exposed to somebody with a virus, and then we, didn't have any reserves left to fight off the virus because our body was so busy dealing with the sugar. That's one of my other rants. That's out of the 53 days of wise woman wisdom, but if you want to know more, you know where to find me. Or maybe we drank too much. Or maybe we got really upset because something emotional happened. So when the little flu bug floats around or your child's cold lands in your lap, you are just ripe for it to take hold because you are in a weaker state than normal. Our immune systems are pretty robust. They keep a lot of junk out, right? And so if we got specific, we would know why you got that cold or flu. And so here's the rub. Typically, we don't take enough time, again, to reflect on what was wrong. Like, what was wrong in that moment to make me susceptible to that cold or flu? And so by failing to figure out that moment, that cause, we can only put remedies on the thing that's bothering us. A cold and the flu, of course, we just have to live through it. And, we can take palliatives to feel better. But we never sit and reflect on, well, what could I do to keep myself in such a state that I can fight off those colds or flus? How strong can I make my immune system? That specificity is what fires me up as a functional nutrition person. So here's my challenge for you. If you're thinking about a New Year's resolution, how about this? If you have the time to learn a new sport, dance, visual art form, paint, whatever, something that you love to do, could you extend that same grace to your health? If you can do it for a passion, in my opinion, what's stopping you from turning that passion back onto yourself for your greater good, longevity, and long-term health? It's the one gift you can give yourself this season that will enable you to actually pursue the passions you might have right now and the ambitions you might have for later. I don't know. It's just food for thought. I'm a little riled up from my client interview, and I just would say, have that patience to get specific with yourself about everything, anything, so you can niche down and you can actually achieve what it is that you want. And this is still true in your health. And you can tell I rambled a little bit because I'm fired up about you getting specific about your health too. All right, folks, that's day 35. I got to go jump into day 36. I'm hosting a holiday self-care social, and we have a big live event coming up, and I've got to prepare for that. And so I hope you are all well. I will put a link to my social, or you can join our group on Facebook where we're talking about all things health and pamper me kind of things for the holidays. It's not too late, busy ladies, to pamper yourself for the holidays. So ta-ta for now. I will see you later. Sorry I was late with this, but thank you to the client that put me in a better state to send out this patience is a virtue, specificity is king message to you today. All right, everybody, have a great one, and I will see you shortly.